Artemis is one of the most prominent deities in Greek mythology, known as the goddess of the hunt, wilderness, wild animals, chastity, and childbirth. She is the twin sister of Apollo, the god of the sun, music, and prophecy, and the daughter of Zeus, the king of the gods, and Leto, a titaness. Artemis and her brother Apollo were born on the island of Delos, as their mother Leto was pursued by the goddess Hera, Zeus's wife, who was jealous of Leto's relationship with Zeus. According to myth, Leto endured much hardship during her pregnancy, and she finally found refuge on the floating island of Delos. Artemis was born first and, in some versions of the myth, helped her mother deliver Apollo, which is why she became associated with childbirth. Artemis is often depicted as a virgin goddess, and she fiercely protected her chastity. She swore to never marry, and Zeus granted her eternal virginity, which set her apart from many other goddesses who were often tied to marriage and love. As a protector of young girls and women, Artemis was also associated with safeguarding their virtue. She was considered the goddess to whom young girls dedicated their transition into adulthood and womanhood, often through rituals or festivals in her honor, such as the Brauronia festival. Artemis is most famously depicted as a huntress, roaming the forests and mountains with her bow and arrows, accompanied by a band of nymphs and hunting dogs. She represented the untamed aspect of nature, often associated with wild animals, particularly deer and bears. She could be both nurturing and ruthless, protecting wildlife while also being a skilled huntress herself. She had dominion over the wild, and was also known to protect the weak and the young. However, she was a goddess who could bring about destruction as well. In mythology, Artemis punished those who wronged her or harmed animals under her protection. One of the most well-known stories of Artemis involves Actaeon, a hunter who accidentally stumbled upon Artemis while she was bathing in a stream. Angered by his intrusion on her privacy, Artemis transformed Actaeon into a stag, and he was subsequently hunted and killed by his own hunting dogs. Another myth involving Artemis concerns Orion, a giant huntsman, was a companion of Artemis in some versions of the myth, and they hunted together. However, there are several variations of the story of Orion's death. In one version, Orion boasts that he will kill all the wild animals, angering Artemis, who sends a scorpion to kill him. In another, Apollo tricks Artemis into shooting Orion with an arrow, and upon realizing what she has done, she places him in the stars as the constellation Orion. Artemis embodies both nurturing and destructive qualities. She is a protector of the innocent and the vulnerable, but can be merciless toward those who violate her principles. Her close connection to the natural world highlights her role as both a nurturer of life and a harbinger of death, particularly in her association with the hunt. In Roman mythology, Artemis was known as Diana, retaining many of the same attributes and associations. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more captivating short stories.